Hi guys, welcome back to the Curly Reader. So today I thought I'd do the Do You Have That Book challenge. I've seen this going around on quite a few people's channels that I watch, and so I figured I'd go ahead and throw my hat in the ring and see how well I fare. So this was originally started as a tag by Tabby at Keeping Tabs, and I will link her original video in the description box down below. But what it is a list of 20 different prompts, and you're supposed to look through your shelves and see if you have a book that will fulfill those prompts. So there's 20 different ones, so let's get started. Challenge number 1 is a book with deckled edges. And I know that I have a book with deckled edges. Let me go grab it. For the book with deckled edges, I found The 19th Wife by David Ebershoff. And this has deckled edges. Challenge number 2 is a book with 3 or more people on the cover. And so let me peruse my books and see what I can come up with. For this one, I found Lilac Girls by Martha Hall Kelly, and this has 3 women on the cover. So there you go. Challenge number 3 is a book that is based off of another fictional story. Let me go grab some. For these, I have The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer, and these are retellings of Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, Rapunzel, and Snow White. And so these are sci-fi retellings of these fairy tales. This is one of my favorite series. I love this series so much, but these count for that challenge. Challenge number 4 is a book with a title that is 10 letters long. Let me go see what I can find. For this one, I found The Testing by Joelle Charbonneau. This is the first book in a YA dystopian trilogy along the same veins as The Hunger Games, but I loved this trilogy so much. But the title has 3 letters and 7 letters, which equal 10 letters. Challenge number 5 is a book that starts and ends with the same letter. So let me go see. For this one, I found Small Great Things by Jodi Picoult, which starts with an S and ends with an S. So this fulfills that challenge. Challenge number 6 is a mass market paperback. Let me go grab one. So I ended up grabbing 2. I have Jurassic Park and the Lost World, both by Michael Crichton, and these are my mass market paperbacks. Challenge number 7 is a book by an author who uses a pen name, and I know I have one of these. For this one, I have Confessions of a Shopaholic by Sophie Kinsella, and Sophie Kinsella is a pen name, so that fulfills that challenge. Challenge number 8 is a book whose has a character's name in the title, so let me look around and see what I can find. I was able to find Victoria by Daisy Goodwin. This is the story of Queen Victoria, so there you go. Challenge number 9 is a book that has at least 2 maps, so let me go see. For this one, I had to delve into my husband's book collection, but I did find one. I have George R.R. Martin's The Game of Thrones, and in this one, you have a map of the North and a map of the South. So there's 2 maps. Challenge number 10 is a book that was turned into a TV show. I know I have one. Here's one. I have The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo, which was recently turned into a series on Netflix. I've watched the series, but I haven't read the book, so I should probably get on that. Challenge 11 is a book by someone who is originally famous for something else. So whether that's a politician or an athlete or an actor or actress, something along those lines. So I have a couple I think I might have. All right, for this one, I found Baby Laughs and Belly Laughs, both by Jenny McCarthy, and she is an actress. These are both like motherhood, pregnancy, humor, just encouragement books, but I enjoyed reading them when I was pregnant. Challenge number 12 is a book with a clock on the cover, and I know I have one of these because I just recently purchased it. Let me go grab it. Here I have Timekeeper by Tara Sim. I bought this off of the recommendation of Spencer from Common Spence. He talks about this a lot, and so when I was perusing the Scholastic website when we were looking for books to buy for my kids' book orders, I went ahead and grabbed this one. So I'm excited to read this one eventually, but it does have a clock on the cover. Challenge number 13 is a poetry book, and I have a couple of these. Let me go grab one. For this one, I grabbed The New Kid on the Block by Jack Preluski. This is one of my kids' favorite poetry collections. It's kind of along the same veins as Shel Silverstein, those types of things. I feel like that's a name that most people are familiar with, so when I say things, compare it to him, they know what I mean. But it's just short children's poems that are silly and sometimes insightful. But my kids really enjoy this one, and so that's my poetry book. Challenge number 14 is a book with an award stamp on the cover. And this is another one that I just recently purchased and hauled, so let me go grab it. Here I have Walk Two Moons by Sharon Creech, and this is a Newbery award-winning book. So there is a award stamp on the cover. Challenge 15 is a book by an author who has the same initials that you do. And I can't think of one off the top of my head, but let me look through my shelves and see what I can find. I do not have one of these, so let's just move on. Challenge 16 is a book of short stories. And I know for a fact I don't have one of these because I don't think I've ever read a book of short stories before. I should probably remedy that at some point though. Challenge 17 is a book that is between 500 and 510 pages long. And I'm sure I have one of those around here. Let me look through some books and see what I can find. All right, here's an oldie but a goodie. We have The Lost Symbol by Dan Brown, and it is 509 pages long. So that fulfills that challenge. Challenge 18 is a book that was made into a movie, and I have a lot of those, so let me go just pick one. For this one, I have Room by Emma Donoghue, and that was made into a movie. Challenge 19 is a graphic novel. Now, I read a lot of graphic novels, but I typically get them from the library because they tend to be pretty expensive. But my kids also like graphic novels, and I have purchased a handful of them for them, so let me go grab one. Here I have Roller Girl by Victoria Jameson, and this was also a Newbery Honor book, but this is a graphic novel about a little girl who goes to roller derby camp. So that fulfills that challenge. All right, we're to the last challenge, challenge 20. This is a book that is written by at least 2 authors, so 2 or more authors. And I have some of these, let me grab them. Here I have the entire Illuminae Files series, Illuminae, Gemina, and Obsidio, and these were written by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, which are 2 authors. These are phenomenal series. I loved reading these. They're written in a mixed media format, so they're just a little different, and they're so much fun to read. Highly recommend these ones. All right, so that's all 20 challenges. Out of those 20 challenges, I only didn't have a book for 2 of them, so I think that's pretty good. If you've done this challenge, please leave a comment down below with a link to your video. I'd love to check it out, and I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you stick around and subscribe, and until next time, see ya!